Here. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. We've got an Eastern Conference battle ready to get rolling, and the Chicago crowd wants some love from their Bulls. Here, matched up against Cleveland, is how they'll kick off the new season. They were dominated last year, not a good matchup for them, going 1-3 in the season series.
Yeah, and they're hoping for a better showing against this club this season. Last year, they came out on the losing end.
And, you know, with two teams in the upper pyramid in the early going, important to establish that pecking order, especially within your conference. So this game is...
Fast. Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. McDermott, no one around him. No good off the back of the rim. Well, what a season for Kyrie Irving last year. Huge moments for him. 57-point outburst against San Antonio. That was a new franchise record for the Cavs.
I think a lot of it was finally being able to play with other All-Stars, quite honestly, Kevin, but you can't discount the work Irving put into the offseason to be ready for the regular season.
Rose, good.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Irving against Rose. Irving dishes to Smith. Back to Irving. It's stolen by Rose.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And for Irving, he did come into last year hot. I mean, he won the MVP in international play while with Team USA.
Here's Gasol, and a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Well, you know what? All good things must come to an end, and they finally miss after making their first four.
And for Kyrie, taking home the MVP and a Team USA tourney like that, it's a huge ego boost. I mean, of all the stars on that team, he shined the brightest, and I think that's going to help his confidence for this year.
Nice shot by McDermott.
Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that one.
The Cavaliers have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Irving attacking. Good D by Gasol.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Rose kicks to McDermott. Back to Rose. Gasol, a screen on Smith. Here's Rose, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That's on LeBron James.
Derrick Rose possesses a great skill set, ball handling, passing, and understanding of how to score. First rookie to ever win the All-Star Weekend Skills Challenge.
Bulls making a switch here. Noah's checked in. Getting back to Rose, it's his extraordinary handle that allows him to get anywhere on the floor. Such confidence in the way he dribbles and drives, whether it's getting up in a position to set up a teammate, take it himself. He's the one very best at controlling that ball.
That's a great point. I mean, guys like D. Rose, Chris Paul, Steph Curry, Kyrie, they all have maximized that skill. I mean, the thing that separates him and puts him in that Russell Westbrook category is the pure physical strength. When healthy, he's able to play with.
Mirotic is checked in for Doug McDermott. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Iman Shumpert's checked in for J.R. Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. Now, here's Fry, covered by Noah. 6 on the shot clock. Shumpert, no good. Chicago trailing here. Mirotic has a wide open look. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Mirotic has got his first bucket in this one. Shumpert against Butler. Here's Mirotic. Bangs home the trifecta. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Chicago.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Now here's Rose. D right on him. Pass to Butler. Latrey. No luck. And Cleveland will come the other way.
Guys, the Bulls defense was as stout as ever last season. A big part of that is they have guys that challenge you inside and at the rim. Even off the bench, all of their bigs are mobile and protect the basket.
55 seconds left in the first. And it's Rose penetrating, and he comes off the screen and slams it through.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skill as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight. I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number one right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Mozgov a screen on Mirotic. LeBron passes to Mozgov. It's tipped. Gasol with the steal. Outside Rose. Got a piece of it. Outside jumper. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Bulls lead by 4. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And we got a chance to hear from LeBron James about the hard work and preparation he brings into every game.
I go back and I'm able to, read the scouting report, and also.
I think you'd have to say the preparation really shows on the court in his play, and rarely does he look surprised out there or caught off guard.
And Kevin, that's really just the mark of a total pro. And I don't think oftentimes the fans appreciate get it, and some guys don't. But he's a perfect example of what proper preparation means in terms of preventing a poor performance.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
I just really like what we're seeing from a defensive standpoint, forcing a lot of turnovers with those quick hands.
Yeah, those active hands, Greg, have produced a number of steals early. They've been very aggressive.
On the floor for Cleveland getting going here in the second. Kyrie Irving is out there with Matthew Dellavedova. Then there's Kevin Love. Then it's Thompson. And it's Smith in at the 3 slot.
And for Kevin Love, such a big part of that Minnesota Timberwolves franchise. I mean, they drafted him 5th overall back in 08, and really he had been their catalyst his entire career. Even last year when he decided he finally wanted out, he helped the Wolves land Andrew Wiggins in the trade that shook the league.
Moore with it. He's picked up by Irving. Moore outside. They set the pick. And stolen by Love. Smith dishes to Love. Irving kicks to Thompson. Pass to Dellavedova. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And that makes it a tie ball game. Well, Kevin Love, and we've kind of gone over some things in Minnesota with Greg, but Clark, Kevin Love probably wasn't long for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, it was time for fresh scenery, and that's why the Cavs offered up the house, including Wiggins, who eventually became Rookie of the Year, for the chance to get Love.
Got it. Nice one there from Dellavedova.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago.
And one thing about Tristan Thompson, he is an absolute terror on the offensive glass. Was top 5 in that category last year, despite playing less than 27 minutes a game. Does a terrific job with anticipation of the carom and uses his gigantic wingspan to just go up and reel it in. Terrific motor and nose for the glass. I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
Out to the right wing. It's a pick by Love. Here's Thompson, and he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. Thompson's got his second bucket of the game to go. Greg, you were talking about Tristan Thompson. LeBron came out and said he's one of the best pick-and-roll defenders in the NBA, and Clark, that's high praise from the King.
No doubt. I mean, Thompson is an emerging force. If he could just develop his shooting stroke a little more, then you're talking about a very, very valuable player.
Good point. The shot misses. Great D that time from Gibson. Bulls have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. From deep, Rose. Here's Portis, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Irving misses.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Rose kicks to Gibson. Goes up from the top of the key. Love grabs the board.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Portis, the pass to Rose. Kicks to McDermott. Here's Portis, covered by Smith. Here's Rose. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Rose has got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's a shot he shouldn't be afraid to take more often. And there was a question of whether or not Derrick Rose would be able to get back to his former self. At times last season, you could see him back in that MVP form.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Pau Gasol's checked in for Gibson. Noah comes in for Portis. Mirotic is checked in for McDermott. And it's Jimmy Butler coming in for Moore. Chicago's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Butler attacking points of the game. And with Rose again, he showed flashes last season of his level of play, Clark, before the injury.
Yeah, exactly. And you hate to see any player go down with injuries, especially a talent like Derrick Rose. He still needs to show that he can regain that high level of NBA play for an entire season. I think that's just a matter of time, Kevin.
5 on the clock, and it's Irving missing.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
The kick outside to Butler, and the call will be against Joakim Noah. That's his first foul. Cleveland's gone 1 or 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. The drive by James, and the Cavaliers get another bucket right there.
Now that's a killer crossover. The defender got totally shook up by that move. Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
I tell you what, I like that, though, guys. Some coaches might not want you to make a play like that, but I tell you what, when you got the skills like that, I say go for it.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
To the inside, Rose dishes to Gasol. It's incredible to think that Pau Gasol last year set a career high in points in a game for as long, Clark, as he's played. He had that 46-point game in January.
Yeah, that's 46 points for Pau to go with 18 rebounds. I mean,
right. You
rarely see a player of his age putting up a career high like that.
The Cavaliers trail by 3. On the wing, Shumpert. 26 seconds left to play here in the half. And it's good. That's 7 points for Kyrie Irving.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Now Rose. He's got 10. Gasol, a screen on Irving. Here's Rose. And again, Chicago. No good. And the first half comes to a close. We've got...
Hey, Kevin.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal. It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. The biggest lead for them during the period was 6. All right, and that'll do it for us here. We now take you back to the second half of our...